nothing like that, have you, Gina?
Wait, Gina, he's been down tonight, Gil.
Ladies, gentlemen, and brethren, it's often said that the best way to appreciate the bagpipes is when the piper is in some remote glen covered in heather and you are in Surbiton. But the truth be known, our pipers tonight, Tommy and Jock, made a fantastic job of it. Good evening. Welcome to our Scottish theme evening, rather than a Burns night. Obviously, as I might have told you before, a Burns night actually involves listening to Burns's poetry, an address, which a reply to the lassies, followed by a ceilidh, which is a mixture of drinking, Scottish country dancing, and close quarters unarmed combat. Obviously, this evening, you may have come to enjoy the Scottish culture, the grand principles of Caledonian culture. Whisky, oatmeal, and haggis, bash, neeps, and tatties. Obviously, we'll be starting the evening with haggis, neeps, and tatties. Haggis is an item which combines cookery with waste disposal. It uses the more intimate parts of the sheep, those parts which I'm sure you don't want to know about at this stage. The dreadful taste is combined normally, the dreadful taste, I wrote this earlier on, is disguised by copious quantities of seasoning, and the cost is reduced in the interest of economy, don't you ken, by the lavish addition of Scotland's own recipe for heartburn and flatulence, oatmeal, of which the great Dr. Johnson once wrote, oatmeal, food for people in Scotland and horses in England. All of this is vigorously stuffed into the paunch of our friend the sheep, now fortunately dead and boiled into submission, and it's served with Scotland's own amber nectar malt whisky, the sovereign remedy for yellow fever, malaria and beriberi, which is why none of these diseases are found in Scotland. However, of course, we cannot let our Scottish theme evening pass without celebrating the birth of Scotland's own famous son, Right Worshipful Brother Rabbie Burns. Burns was born 255 years ago on the 25th of January 1759, so we are a wee bit late for Burns night really. Anyhow, he was born in Alloway, which is 2 miles south of there. He was a one-time exciseman, part-time farmer, full-time philanderer, lifetime Freemason, and all-time composer of great poetry, beautiful, moving, and totally incomprehensible. On any subject from field mice to Freemasonry, a red rose to haggis. His parents were tenant farmers, but they ensured their son received a relatively good education, so he began to read avidly.